everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at the readings for the month of September coming ahead. So it's just to have a look at what influences or things are sort of going to be coming in around the September time. Obviously these are just general readings, so they are not going to resonate with everyone. But like always, I say to you, think outside the box. If it's not directly at yourself, then as I say, it could be to do with close family or friends around you at that period. So just be free to reverse the characters and swap them about to fit it to how you think. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so far for the people who've subscribed to my channel. As you know, I've only been going sort of 3 to 4 weeks, and so starting from scratch to build up a subscriber basis, then any likes or subscribes, guys, will help me on my journey and obviously continue for me to carry on with bringing out the material for yourselves. So we just work together as a collective family. So as we go on to this reading, I am reading now for Cancer. So my lovely Cancerians out there, this is to do with the influences going into September. As I say, it might not be directly about you, so as I always say to you, think outside of the box. This could be to do with family that you have been dealing with who are suffering these kind of issues as well. So without further ado, I'll turn over the first card and see what we've got. And we've got the card 2 of Earth. And I'll just turn over the next one, and we've got the Empress. As soon as I look at this card, guys, it's about going into September, balancing your finances. I do feel as you've come out of August, you may have been outlaying quite a bit of money in revamping or spending, within the home, chucking out the old stuff, buying in the new. But as you go into September, then it may be just a time of reflection of what you have actually spent, and obviously seeing the bank balance, a bit lower than you actually thought. I also pick in this card as well, there's actually a spirit entity in this card. If I can just pull it up a little bit closer here, I have a female who's around a certain Cancerian who may be struggling with their finances. And as I tune into the card a little bit further, I'm picking up whether the person on this earth plane has got association with a rosemary or a rose, because I'm picking up with the spirit name, they're just giving me rose or rosemary. So obviously take that as you will. If it is directly I'm linking in with somebody who may stumble across this video, I just feel there's some of my Cancerians out there who have going into September from August, whether you've outlaid on an expensive holiday. It's like everything, isn't it? We're going from one month to the next. We've enjoyed what we've done on the month before, spending, whether that's on your house, as I said, or whether you've outlaid on a holiday, and then the bills drop through the door on the following month, and you look at your bank statement or your credit card statement and you just think, oh, I didn't realise I'd spent that much. So as you go into September, guys, I just feel some of my Cancerians, as I said, will be struggling with their finances, obviously some worse than others. And going back to this card again with the spirit card, like I say, I do feel that it looks like pennies from heaven. So I do feel some of my Cancerians might get a little windfall going into September. I'm not saying, you're going to win the lottery, big style, but you will win some little, some money will come in, whether that's from something that's matured or it's just basically as it is. It could be a lottery ticket and you do win a little bit of money back. But I just feel, Cancer, that it could be, as I said, pennies from heaven, because I do feel, again, I'm going to hold this card up because I don't know whether you can see, it's so prominent to me. There is a strong feature here of a face. And I do, like I say, pick up a lady in spirit who is, around a certain person here. And the other name I got as well in association was a Stephanie. the name of Stephanie here on the earth plane, who may be having some difficulties at the moment to do with finance or just juggling opportunities. As I go on to the Empress card, again, I just feel this card to me holding close the purse strings on this to follow on from the financial issue. So I just feel that going into September, as I say, guys, it's focusing here at the moment to do with people and their finances. So I'm just going to open this reading up a little bit more and just see what else we've got coming out. We've got listening, and we have details. So as I always do a flip side on these cards, so as I'm going along now, I feel some Cancerians may have recently been starting up a business, and the business has sort of grown over the last sort of 8 to 12 months, where the person's thought that they need extra help within that creativity little business. It's you know, to help them not deal with the brunt of, you know, all the paperwork and everything else. So the business has been ticking along now, like I say, for a good 12 months or so, and it's grown, and they've, you know, taken what they call a so-called friend on board, or just a new member of staff. Basically, it's just saying, even though they're a friend, or if you've known them for quite some time, guys, please be aware that in life, you know, we can trust people, you know, or we think we can trust people, but sometimes as we go along, then their true identities come out, and, you know, friends that are supposedly friends can turn out to be backstabbers. So all I'm saying is, if you haven't gone through this process yet, you know, if there's people out there thinking of going into a business or starting up a partnership with a friend, or a long-term friend basically, then please get your paperwork sorted out. Still make sure that they sign, you know, some kind of contract where you've got the upper hand over them. If things, you know, they're not meeting your requirements, then at the end of the day you can terminate their contract, within reason, obviously. But it's just warning bells really, and having this card jump out at me, listening. You need to listen to your own intuition, you know, listen to your own conscience, because I just feel there's a bit of a warning here, guys, with the Cancers, that, like I said, these people who are, you know, you trust, these friendships, I just feel there's a bit of a backstabbing going on. Now, this might not be, you know, just on this financial connection, with this business connection. I could be picking up some Cancerians here who feel, you know, they have been let down by a so-called friend, and, you know, people have been chirping away at you saying, you know, you shouldn't have trusted them, you should have listened to what we told you, and basically, you know, you're getting the aftermath of that now. So I'm just going to turn over the last card and just see what we've got here, and it's Butterfly Spirit. So, as I say, with the Butterfly Spirit, I just feel if you get your finances back in order, guys, like I say, you know, when you're low in finances, it can be a worry to, you know, to make sure that you've got money to pay your bills, etc. at the end of the month. But it's just saying, you know, even if you get the windfall, make sure you start saving a little bit more now. And then obviously once you start saving and your money starts to build up again, then you will feel lighter and not so, you know, weighted down with the responsibility of your financial worries. So that's where the Butterfly Spirit, I feel, you know, just feel this is a weight here at the end of the butterfly. You know, you feel sort of weighted by the financial burdens, but as the end of the month goes, you know, it is going to be lighter, and you will transcend out of that. So, you know, and you will keep a lid on the finances. So I just feel that crown there is a lid, placing a lid back down tightly, that you're not going to be spending, you know, these little butterflies, you know, coming out of here. That's like, to me, is money, you know, so you're just putting a lid on your spending, really, just to recoup some of the money that you've spent out on the last couple of months. So as you know, guys, I do savant poetry on these readings, so I'm just going to turn over this card and just read you some of my words now to tie in with this reading. I've got time to hold on to the purse strings. Stop spending as you've been. Although there may be a windfall, still save for the unseen. As for a friendship that is now a working pair, be mindful of their honesty. Spirit wants you to be aware. A smiley face and friendship is not enough to trust. Give them too much of the reins and your empire will turn to dust. So like I say, guys, just for some of the Cancerians out there, I've just got these warning bells here. Just because they're a friend, or you've known somebody for a long time, or you've been introduced by somebody saying, yeah, they want to put money in your business, they're trustworthy, etc. Just make sure you pay attention to the details. Pay attention, make sure you get a contract drawn up professionally that they have to sign. And if they turn around to you and say, we're friends, you can trust me, just say to them in a nice roundabout way, yeah, I know I can trust you, but obviously because of a business side of things, I have to do everything above board, so it just safeguards yourself, guys, on that. So I'm just going to now give an affirmation. I've got these new cards called The Universe Has Your Back. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle on these, just to tie up for the reading now for September for my lovely Cancers. So I'm just going to give these a shuffle and see what message we've got for you guys going into September. So I'm just going to pick the top one off here and have a quick read. Joy is the ultimate creator. So obviously, like I say, I do feel, as I said, there's people out there creating their own little businesses here, and obviously you get joy and encouragement from that. But as I said, yeah, as long as you've got all the I's and the T's crossed, make sure everything's right and people know where they stand in this business venture, then obviously, it will be a better, joyous environment for everyone. I'm also going to pull out a ribbon, because I do ribbon readings, and as you can see here, I've got a collection of a multitude of ribbons in this bag. So I'm just going to have a rummage round Cancer to see what I pull out here for you. So I'll just have a little delve down and we'll see what we pull out for the lovely Cancers. And I've got this gold ribbon. Now, as you can see, there's lots of undulating ups and downs on this ribbon. And even though you are on the right track now, I just feel to get your business off the ground, you are going to go find some highs and lows, teething problems. So that just ties in really with, like I said, I feel this, people with their businesses starting off the ground. And as I say, some people might have outlaid a little bit too much in getting it up and running in August, which is understandable. And I just feel that, it's going to be a little bit up, down, before you get everything in place. But getting everything in place, I do feel, guys, you need to address this paperwork issue, where you've taken on staff or a trusted friend. You just need to get it all sealed and properly looked at, because the ribbon just says, as you can see, it's just undulating. It's not a straight path, but you will get there, but it's just ironing out. That's what I want to say. It's just ironing out the pitfalls, really. So guys, my lovely Cancers, I hope you can take something from that reading for going into September. As I said, it's not going to resonate with everyone. To me, it's like walking into a department store, looking around for something that you want, but obviously you go in sometimes and the item's not there, what you were looking for. So basically you just turn around and walk out the store, and that's how I treat this channel. You're not going to get the message to everyone because of the wide scale of the people that this is broadcasting to, but I hope some of the Cancerians out there can take on board some information from this message today. So I'd just like to thank all the subscribers so far, because I am a new channel. I've been going about a month, so any additional subscribers and likes and comments, I'm most grateful for. So I wish you guys a great September, and I look forward to reading to you next month. Take care then. Bye.